Well, Ash, listen, a lot of people have been talking about you and your rise to where you are, and the first thing that always comes up, hard life, hard life. What do you think? I mean, are you okay with that story, and do you feel like it's okay to think about that, pace and that history to get you to the UFC?
Well, look, I'm not proud of what I've done. You know what I mean? It is what I am. Who I am today. It is what my past was. Obviously, it's something. It's a cliche. It's something that they're putting against me, but it is what it is. And if I'm the bad boy of MMA, I'm gonna be it.
I think a lot of it, though, people have seen maybe even taking inspiration from it to say that, listen, just because you've come from these places doesn't mean you need to give up on where you are. You can still accomplish dreams as well. Do you feel like, you have a role to maybe be a leader like that, or do you even think about it?
Well, the good thing is about ATT, and me and my brother have ATT now, so I do have a lot of guys looking up to me. So the reason why I got into the sport is to prove to everyone that it can be done. As you know, that I started the sport at 25 years old. So me being 31 years old, I've turned my life around. Anyone knows MMA, they know it's not an easy sport. It's not something that you can come into. I've worked hard, you know what I mean? I've put everything aside and then I've dedicated myself.
It is fun because you did get such a late start on it. As you said, most people come up in some kind of martial art, some kind of discipline that they come from. So what is the key? I mean, do you think that there is any natural gift there for the sport, or do you feel like it all boils down to that dedication you talked about?
Nah, honestly, it's stubbornness, wanting to prove it to myself. Basically, you've probably heard it before, being at the bottom of the pit. I was at the bottom of the pit and I had to change my life. I looked at the sport and then I said to myself, for dedication, heart, motivation, that's me. So I pushed through it. It wasn't easy, you know what I mean? Over years to come, had to learn the whole form of martial art discipline and all that. And then just got through it.
Very nice. Now you sit here on the verge of your UFC debut. Yeah. Got to think it's exciting for you, but of course it's a big stage as well. You got to perform. So just give me an idea of what the emotion is like and just kind of how you're managing the entire process.
Well, look, if like you said, like I've gone through hard times in my life. Lived on the street. I've been in jail. You know what I mean. I've been there, done that. So the rise to the top, the top right now, it's nothing. It's just starting now. Hard times have always been good for me. I take that upon my shoulders and the stress and everything like that. So I'm pretty good with it.
I guess then maybe it's not even fair to ask about your opponent. I mean, this is a tough guy. I mean, this is not somebody that's easy to make a UFC debut against. Not that there's any easy opponents, but when you mention all that you've been through, maybe it seems silly to even mention this guy. But what do you think about the matchup itself?
It's a good matchup. As soon as the UFC, I said, let's do it. He deems to be the banger of the flyweight. You know what I mean? I'm going to show him how to bang. He deems to be the bad boy, or there's a new kid on the block.
Very nice. What do you think, your path takes you from here? Of course, you got to get in there on Sunday morning and get the job done first. But, I mean, you've had such an interesting rise to get here. Do you feel like there's a lot more work to be done, or do you feel like you can make a quick run in this division?
For sure, the work starts now. But a quick run, for sure. With people like Mighty Mouse playing video games and stuff like that, and other people sitting on their ass, I wanted to go to the top, you know what I mean? At the right time, obviously, this career hasn't came from nothing. We've been smart about what we've done, you know what I mean? I've got a good crew, I've got the best people behind me. ATT, Body Fit, Body Strong, people like this, my brother being my right-hand man. Having a good support crew like my wife and everyone like that, it helps. So having a run to the top, that's the pinnacle. I'm at the pinnacle of the sport right now, as in, the UFC is everyone's dream. I'm at the Olympics of, what I do. So it's just happy days from here. Whatever the bosses want, I'm here to do it for them.
Very nice. Now, I got to ask, I'm sure once you get the big win on Sunday, you're going to be a recognizable face to people that wasn't recognized before. The tattoo that you have there, does it stand for anything? Does it mean anything? Where did that come from?
Basically, it means the point of no return. When you have a face tattoo and a face tattoo like mine, it's the point of no return. So when I turned around to myself, the funny thing is when I did do my crime, when I did do all those bad things in life, I didn't have any face tattoos and everything. The point of no return for me was when I got the face tattoo and I realized I'll never work for no one again.
Well, this is going to be a big moment for you on Sunday morning. I know that there's a lot of excitement around your debut. For people that maybe have never seen you, it's a name they don't know. This will be the first time tuning in, they get to watch. What can they expect to see out of you on Sunday?
Basically, I tell them, don't judge a book by its cover. You're going to see me a lot more in the UFC. You're going to see me a lot more in the mainstream. Don't blink.